Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be finishing Jojos Adventure Stardust Crusaders with these last 4 episodes. We're finally at Dio. We're finally going to see Jotaro fight Dio, which I'm assuming, so I'm looking forward to, because this is Jotaro's part. He's going to fight Dio, except Pornada met him first. Like, it ended with Pornada facing, like, standing. He didn't even inch when everyone was walking up to the building. They're like getting pressured by like the presence, and Pornada's just standing there after everything he's been through with Afro dying and Iggy dying all by himself. So I wonder if he's gonna start fighting Dio by himself. I was thinking to myself as well, like, so we killed off 2 characters last episodes. Are we gonna kill Pornada like these 4 episodes? Because now he's by himself with Dio unless everyone pulls up. We all need to regroup because now Pornada is facing off Dio by himself. It would be safe to assume they're gonna start fighting, and I don't know, like, I didn't think Pornada could fight Vanilla Ice, but then he did, and now I'm sure he can't fight Dio. Like, I don't want to keep like what's the word, underestimating him, but this is Dio now, and with this part I just believe that Jotaro can take him out because this is Jotaro's part. So this, what I'm trying to say is they better not kill Pornada. You know, we already killed 2 characters last episodes, and since he's by himself here, no one's around him, just don't kill him off before everyone. Just let him get his assistance, you know, in this part, because no one helped, you know, when he was trying to guess 1, 2, or 3 where he'd die, his friends would come, or he'd miraculously find out a way to get himself out of that. And now, like, let's just give him option 2. I started Crusaders in January, right? And now we're finally finishing it, and then next week we'll be on part 4. Like, I'm just excited to see what more Jojos Adventure could offer, like how the story is gonna change, differ. The difference, like, is, cause like, what else could we do? Is Dio gonna survive through this and continue on terrorizing the other generations, or is it gonna be like a whole different story? I'm interested to see all that. But yeah, so much time without further ado, let's continue. And it starts like this. I'm like, I'd be like, how did this happen? How did we get here? Because this happened after the credits, and there's a little bit more when he was wrapping up his leg. Dio. Oh, boy, it's about time. He's clapping like this. Adventure Sisters, you made it all the way here from the Far East. And first, because we're all here, but first. Descend 2 steps. You were terrified. I'm wondering, what like, how did KÄUSU meet him? How did you meet him? Like, when was the time? He the way he talks is such a joke. Because I've heard like dialogues and like memes with Dio's voice, and it's just like it's all coming together. I think these are chosen to Ali or something. He descended? Did he just, wait, what? I'm so like, ascend. He's like that, okay. He's right up back at the platform. Is this, because his body's like truly afraid, he's going backwards? He's in a genjutsu. Every time I say something like this, like, you're in a genjutsu. And that's fine. It's not like you're really allying with him. It's just put him off, you did enough. So, Za Warudo. Wait, we know what it's called? We do, right? Yeah. That's how I know too. Yeah, because they mention it. But wow, look at the tear. We got boom, boom. But like, I was gonna say, if it's Dio's work making him actually descend, what's the point of that? You rather not fight him? This is very loud. Anyways, wait, are they? No, they wouldn't put sound effects like the last episode. I thought I heard like a heartbeat, bro. So I was very excited to wake up and watch these 4 episodes, but my phone just kept, every time I went on like an app, it just shut down. I was on Safari, it shut down. I was on Instagram, it shut down. Not the phone, like, completely turn off. It just crashed, the app crashed, and I was panicking. It's like, I don't want to reset it because what if it doesn't turn on? This is the only way I can record. I'd just be so distraught because I'm not going to watch it by myself and not record my reaction. But it all worked out, you know? As long as we could finish at least part 3 and I figure out the phone situation, but we're good with that. Oda. There was something in mix of the Oda. I feel like that. Anyways, my sister and I were doing a game. We listed a bunch of anime openings on Discord, and whatever opening came up, we'd have to quickly search for a GIF and send it in chat. And this opening came up, and I think she was first. She found the no, it wasn't for this opening. It was like the first opening of Stardust Crusaders, and then she found that GIF. Where did the chair come from? It's with the stand. Like, he's altering time. This voice actor is amazing. Like, I didn't even know if I've heard him before, but just he embodies Dio, and that's all I'm hearing right now. It's okay. Like, whatever I said in the beginning about him not showing fear, it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, he's come so far. After all your other people are dead. No smirking. Puro can't die here. I mean, we still haven't even seen like Jotaro's point of view. Oh, I'm just like, I'm not sorry. There's just so much happening. He's like the first one. Oh, that's the movie. Anyways, they came. Get out of here, bro. Anyways, his stand is like the first out of all the stands we've seen that actually resembles theirs, except for Joseph. So like Silver Chariot, Hierophantine Green, like Magician's Red, and Stardust Crusaders, like they all kind of like have the shape of a person, right? And everyone else stands we've seen so far was just like something else. And now Dio's stand also has a shape. I didn't really think his stand would really look like that too. I didn't forget about that. I just forgot about the conversation that would come about it because they don't know. It was really amazing, and I just wish you guys were there. But anyways, it wasn't amazing that they died. It was just the fight and the way Iggy just with his last dying breath saved Poronare. That was all amazing. He ran up and jumped in his coffin. If you guys don't drag that in the middle of the day, like the sun's still up. Yeah, that's what. Destroy the entire build. That's like, could we not open it? Like even if you dash him aside, he's safe. I know they regret nothing. Their journey was a long one, but why are we not dragging him out his coffin? Oh my god, with the world, he's altering time. He paused. I don't know, I forget how the sound sounds now, but I know it's something like that. That is interesting. Like he literally opened it himself, and as he opens it, pause time, mess him up, and put him in there. They don't have that much time with the sun, like as their protection. Za World. Okay, this building's not that high. You couldn't even ascend. Descender. Descendant. He's a descendant. Oh, that was so dumb. Jojos, your thoughts. What did you see? I didn't think they'd actually leave the place. And... oh hell, huh? Oh my. Yeah, you know you can't do this alone, and you know you'll probably die trying. Question, Master Dio. There's just some people you just wouldn't engage an altercation with. The president of what? Snap you whippersnapper. A good dummy to show us the world, even though we've seen it with Poronare and the coffin. These cities, the places they've been, have never been as populated as they are now. Just, are we the same place? Or they've never navigated around the streets at night, eh? Maybe that's a huge difference. Really? That's not what I think. Well, you'd think you'd have a world wide, not necessarily wide, but a huge range. He's still not close enough to use the world, right? When he's like literally so close, but not close enough. This reminds me of the fight with Cars, because it's just like, how could anyone defeat him? Like, and now with Dio, but worse. I mean, he cannot stand the sun, so how good are you? What I was like imagining kind of was like a room, you know? Oh, come on, like all this range I have to use the world, because when I think of the world, I think of like a globe, like a circle, spherish space, all the type of range and space he'd enclose like his targets on. I don't know, and I was reading that, so I'll go back. Why did it looked like we were just leaving the scene, like we were like parked the entire time after they're moving how fast? It would need to look like the car just crashed, you know? This image is just, it's just all wrong. Oh wow. We out here swinging through buildings now? I like this cease of transportation. Why did everyone have their freaking stand when they were kids? Oh my god, watch his shirt with like the cherries. Oh my gosh. No one saw it up until then? Up until Jotaro? People were just like, you can't see my hand. Look at the crash. Look at that. Like a pincer attack, just like that, you knew. Like, Dio's strong, he's evil, he's bad, da, da, da. But are you a good fighter? Like, that is something to take into consideration, Dio. I'm saying this now because he's trapped in the web, but damn, calculating. Soda. This is very effective, very interesting, but if anyone's attacking him other than Jotaro, like it's not gonna result in like them winning, because you know, it's just gonna be him and him. I don't know, okay? And if it's not, I don't know, okay? Oh, I didn't even realize. Do I need both ears? I couldn't really hear it. Yeah, and see, they underestimated kinda, or like they jumped to conclusions quickly. They said, oh, he has a tiny range, and I was going off of that as well. But if he has an attack where he can actually like, they said, oh, he has no projectiles. He's not gonna shoot us from if we're out of his range. Not underestimated. I'm not underestimating Dio. It's just like underestimating his stance capabilities about the range. So I guess it's not the space. It's really, this is terrible though. Having him die by this water tank, and as the water's geysing out, so are his freaking guts. It's just, the image is, it's hard to look at. If Joseph dies though, he's not even saying it. Somehow it's Joseph. It's about stopping time, no? Traveling through time. A little bit. How dare you hurt Kakyoin? I don't even think that's what he's saying, but he is mentioning Kakyoin. Is that a sign, like time? Because he can't talk. It's a sign. He's controlling time. It's either he's stopping time, something with time, okay? Think about all the times you guys were confused about what his stand did, and his last attack was towards the clock. But even if they get the message, time or whatever, how would they still beat him like that? Oh my god, we're gonna see it in action? That is crazy. Everyone is actually at your mercy. Realistically, but you're gonna get taken out, right? And then he just goes back to where he was before, act like he didn't move, and is like, yup, I did that. Like, telepathically, you won't know, but like, you will never know what truly you're despicable. I was gonna say disgusting, but like, anything works. You're older than me. Oh. Oh, like Hammond. That's what he meant. Is it a mistranslation then? Because it's the ripple. I'm like, what the hell is the ripple? That's what I was wondering. How long could he do for? But it seemed long the way him just like drifting over to KบํYU. That's what I'm saying. How would you? Do you hear Jotaro's music playing in the background? Like, what is this? You don't know anything was going on. You're just yelling at what his stand could do with your back towards Dio. Is he dying here? Like, everyone's dying. He said he's not in range, but you could still, you stop everyone? That cat's been for a very long time. Why you just... Oh! Okay, but the sun, like, you're still powerless against the sun. I'm like, what are your workings towards that, you know? I just want to say something before it starts, but I just can't speak as fast. Whoa. Jotaro's gonna save him. I don't know how, because time still stopped, but your 5 seconds is up. Like, what is going on here? That was like a whole 10 seconds. Lie. I think his graph is actually the same as Star Platinum. He had the whole space, but then around range, it was like, I think it's the same. But then every time I see Jotaro, it just looks bigger. Both of their stands, even though he can stop time, don't have much range. Oh wow. It's crazy, like Joseph just died like that. This show doesn't, and he's a main character, he had his whole own part, but they're not just gonna dwell on his death, kind of like take so much time. He just died like that, and it's just like, it just seems, it feels so real, kind of like I'm actually have been impacted by that. I don't know how to explain it. It's the show is still going on, like his death was just like that. He's on the floor dead, and what's happening is still happening. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm explaining it, right? You understand? No? What a comparison. How tight is his shirt? Because as he's talking. Their stands are so similar, but... Ay! Why did I not consider that this was gonna happen? What was I gonna say? Yeah. Za Warudo and Star Platinum look like cousins. I get why Dio's flying, but why is Jotaro flying? The world is clearly the much more powerful Pokemon. Now that poster definitely has to go up. That little like paper poster I have. End of zone. Are you crazy? This is sick! That is why you don't skip openings, guys. Wait a minute. Ah, that was sick! Cause when he was going Ora, like I noticed, of course he's fighting, he's punching something, not me. Like I noticed there was hands interacting with Star Platinum. You know, like, oh, anyways. Deals World Part 3. I'm not even sure if it was a Part 4. I don't know how, like, I didn't read that part of the titles. Interfere with my destiny. You're mental. I knew he would move in his... He's trying to move. What, you know, you're powerless if someone can move in your world. Not powerless, but like, it is more of a fair fight if you can't stop time. Your stands, no? Some like they look like cousins, like their stands kind of resemble each other. Don't be dumb, Theo. Don't be daft. Do you want me to answer that? That's why I'm like, why is he flying? Like, I get why Dio's hovering, but where was he going? Is this normal? Like, why is this was normal? He could always do this? As natural as breathing. Did she say that? I think that will just say that and I forgot her hands are backwards. As soon as he found that he could stop time, he's like, oh, so like, no one could stop me. No one could step on my level. Oh. He wants you to believe he's incapable, and as soon as you get close enough, you're getting it in your face. Like, Jotaro's too smart for this. You want her blood? Oh, you're gonna eat her after that. That's why I said you're getting in your face. Why does everyone go with the gore? It's the best advantage anyone ever had in fighting Dio. How are people still on the streets? Like... Oh, so he's been moving with... Of course. It just felt like he was just normally... Like, the way... They're moving the same way. Okay. I feel like every time Dio stops time, and he's been doing it, jumping there and jumping here, like, every time he's doing it, Jotaro's, like, learning a bit more, like, getting the grasp of how longer he can move or be in control when time stops. He said, if I had more time to practice, and all the time he's stopping it is your practice. This guy threw, like, 100 knives. Dio's weird, like... Of course, he's got to get some injuries. With books. Okay, but what about the blood in your head? I was gonna mention put it on, but just wants to see it happen first. This is the pincer attack we thought of. Sure, you've killed off 2 of our guys, but the plan was still a thing that you forgot about. Do you have to announce it all the time? When time is stopped and no one can see? Will he be the only one to make it out of this? Oh my god. He doesn't want to get close. He's like, how am I gonna tell if he's still alive? I stopped breathing the same time he mentioned his breathing. This is crazy. It is. Come on now. You heard his breathing like that. You can catch his heartbeat the same way. Let it go. Oh gosh. But to be sure, I'll still chop off his head. Don't oh my god, Dio's crazy. Time stop! Like that is literally Dio. I think the brain controls the body, Dior. Just dash it. Why were you... Within this episode? We still have so much time. And now set him on fire. That's where Joseph died. Oh, you know, I'm just thinking of now too, like, his daughter, the Tali and the Suji. He's like, hey, we looking at defiling your grandfather's body. You're gonna break it with the opening? Yikes. Sound effects, that too. They love their sound effects for the last episode. He's gonna return home, like, by himself. Wait, this was in the opening from Time. Abdul stopping, saving them. Kakyoin dying with the... Wow, this opening just spoiled their deaths. They did something great with this opening. They did amazing with this opening. And how old is this part, bro? And I'm just saying it now. A long journey's end and a farewell to friends. He doesn't even look like himself. Okay, I'm about to say, like, there's no way you're surviving a fall and then we see stuff that them kind of caught him or like cushioned it. Not even just the fall itself, like, they showed images of his bones being broken. He's really trying to keep his distance and went ahead and picked up some type of construction machine. The cement roller thing. Well, you squish him, you have to lick it off the ground. Theoretically. Maybe as you drank the... He stopped his own time. If their stands are the same, then Jotaro must be able to have similar abilities, which is just like, how? And then him flying around with the same type of like fiery like exterior, I was just like, so you're just completely the same. You did it to Joseph, you did it to Kakyoin. And then when Porodata was attacking from behind, he said, oh, you hate like sneak attacks. When your whole thing is that. I'm just waiting for him to just dun him in. You've said enough. Because the first time you were gonna set him on fire and you're talking, he escaped that way. You see what I mean? What is this? You're worried about living a life free of regret and doing things to leave a bad taste in your mouth. But that kind of reasoning is as compelling as rat feces left in the bathroom and will only lead to your demise. Imagine Dio as a teacher. How do you not know this question? It's as simple as like... Not your blood, this body isn't even yours. Bust his kneecaps. Huh? No, this is just like a... Okay. Because, like, there's no way he just stood there as you got up to not be successful. Oh, I was hoping for a real reason. Like, there's so much reasons why he lost. Like, Dio was... He's just everything you shouldn't be if you want to be a successful villain. Dio and the world suffering utter defeat have died. Speedwagon Foundation. Just put him out of in... Jotaro Fifth. I don't know, I've always messed up their names sometimes. We're gonna dispose of it, right? It's so sad just like hearing them just report it. Kakyo Noriaki is dead. We're transporting his body, just... that doesn't feel good. His blood? Wow, he's so big. Just put it back. But he's not alive. The brain's dead. We're not, he knows, like, we're not trying to bring him back. It's just like, give him back his blood. But the blood's all contaminated now. It's not really, anyway, it's not contaminated. It's just not purely his anymore. Where is this blood, these tubes connected? How long has he been dead for? 2 minutes? Cause like, other than that, y'all didn't just... Dio's blood will... Anyways, hold on. No. If you just made a mistake, now you just have to kill your grandfather again. Because I remember when Dio gave his blood to Vanilla Ice, he came back to life, yeah, but then he was still himself when he was exposed to the sun. Like, yeah, he died. But as we're doing this now, it seems like it's not Joseph, but he came back to life, and I don't think, no, Dio's consciousness isn't shifting from his old corpse to Joseph's body just through the blood. I'm really confused. His whole soul moved on and you just brought him back? What? Not the twinkling music. You know, I thought my sister was lying because we were just talking about Joseph's adventure randomly, and I said, oh, look, mom's done. And then she kept saying she isn't sure if Dio's dead, and I'm like, you're trying to lie because he doesn't die, and then he's in these other parts. She's trying to just like not kind of spoil nothing, but she's really not good at just keeping it cool or saying nothing. You would have been in that lineup if a miracle wasn't performed. Crazy. Oh, seeing him off with his same piece of bag. Visit for holidays. Aww. Punov is one lucky man. This again with the music. Remember when it first ended like that with his player? Oh, gosh. It ends like this. There's no more. Okay, there's more. I will sit through this entire ending song. Give me more sustenance. Give me more. Oh. In the meantime, she takes forever. Okay, she's here. She's here. Yeah. Expressing his abilities godly. It's different and surprising this entire time. And then Joseph! Wait, there's nothing at the end, just a picture. Weird. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he died, but him come back was whatever. Even though Polaroid was Okay, but yeah, so that was the entirety of part 3. I finally finished everything from beginning of January till now. I don't know how long it'll take for me to finish part 4, how much episodes there is, if it's kind of split up like this with a first part and a second part, or first season and a second season. But yeah, that was my reaction to all of this. I don't really have much to say. Like, everything that needed to be said happened as the seasons were going on. I really liked how it ended. Really sad that KჵЯUSU had to die. And then when Joseph died, I was sad about that too, because oh my god, he has Suji and then he has Holly, but then he comes back to life. That was kind of weird. I'm not a doctor, nothing, but it was just like, I think Jotaro should get into the medical field with his stand. He could be saving a lot of lives. I didn't know what to expect from the fight with Dio and Jotaro, but it was great. Like, that was enough for me. It was a really great fight. And then Jotaro stand, Star Platinum being able to stop time as well. Like, when I saw Dio stand, the first thing I thought of was, oh, he's kind of shaped different, because like all the other stands we seen up until like him were like these random things. They didn't really have a form, the form of like an actual body. Like, there were some weird looking stands, especially Vanilla Ice's, right? And then we seen his, but then I realized their graphs were kind of the same. And then Jotaro's, she's still standing stuff. I guess they kind of foreshadow that Jotaro's stand would kind of be the only one that could take out Za Warudo, because some other standees they're fighting was saying no wonder why Lord Dio was like worried about his stand or something like that, you know. But why his stand? You haven't even met him. But how are their stands like similar? Was Dio's stand like pure, or was it something that was like given to him? I don't even remember what Jjba did, or is it because he had the body of Jonathan, which is why his stand was, I don't know, we're just wondering, because are there such similar stands out there? Like a type of stand you probably like pass down, like, oh, like Jotaro has it, and then maybe a kid he has down the line would like have a stand like Dio's. Well, I feel like it made sense for Star Platinum to also be able to like move in the time space, of course, because like they're like one and the same, the stands, and like being able to stop time as well, because his stand's abilities were just, the graph was like basically filled out. It was, he just could do basically everything. And then in the end, for him to kind of like awaken the true potential of his stand, which I guess he would have never thought of if he didn't meet Dio or heard like the last warning Joseph gave him before he died. And the way Jotaro was able to control it so fast, faster than Dio was in terms of how long he can keep like time frozen, the way Dio got it didn't seem like natural means the way they got it. So if Jotaro was able to control it and understand the stopping time and being able to stop it longer than he was, it would make more sense, because the stand is like in his blood. Like, that, the power of the stand is something that was destined for him to use. And then Dio just like, you know, and the body isn't his, so he wasn't even supposed to have the stand, you know, all that stuff. I don't know if I'm making sense here. And watch the sun just, oh gosh. Oh, some random bits I forgot to mention before I end. I'm glad Holly is okay. I think maybe in the beginning of part 4 we'll kind of have like where we had like the ending of Battle Tendency, where Joseph was older, was at that end there. But like just seeing them kind of reunite, Holly better now, and her experience, how she felt, like what her stand really was. Does she still have it? Like, is it not kind of like attacking her now, and she could take the time to actually control her stand, or does she not have it at all anymore? And then the departure of Portnoy back to France was very sad, because like they went through so much. I would want to leave, but you know, he said that's his homeland, and like if you ever need him, call him back. I'm saying visit for holidays. Let's stay connected. We're family now. They've been through a lot. I really liked how it ended. Hopefully in the beginning of part 4 we'll see a little bit left of what they could have showed, I guess, at the end of what I just watched. Like just Holly and them, like before everyone gets older, because I know Jotaro's not gonna be a high school student in part 4. He's gonna be somewhat older. I wonder if they're gonna have like some random flash montage of the stuff that happened, like Joseph's funeral, because if Jotaro's gonna get older, Josu's already old, maybe Suji and him are gonna die, and his mom's gonna be around that age now. I'm very excited to start like the next chapter of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, get a little further and understand more of the stuff my sisters want to tell me, her posters, her books, and all this stuff. But yeah. But yeah, these last 4 episodes were great. A lot of members of the group died, especially Joseph. Then he comes back to life. The only one that was actually lucky to like not actually die and then need to be brought back to life was put on. He's a very lucky man. His fate was on his side. He was not meant to die wherever he was fighting then and there with them. He was not meant to die there. I don't have anything else to say regarding these 4 episodes. We'll get back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with part 4 next week. I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please, if you did, if you got far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.